Hey everybody, I'm Guys Ferrari, and this week on the Halloween edition of the Pumpkin Spice Bros, we're going to find America's greatest delicious, delectable dessert. Let's roll out. You gotta be kidding me. Need a little help? So you've heard of pumpkins and you've heard of dessert, but have you ever heard of pumpkin desserts? Well, today we're in a little place in Wichita, Kansas called All Things Barbecue. You might think that you're going to All Things Barbecue, you're probably gonna get some ribs, some brisket, some pulled pork, but not today. We're making pumpkin bars. Today I'm here with a guy who swears he knows how to cook a good brisket, but if you ask the YouTube comment section, you might get a different opinion. Luckily today, he's making dessert. Yeah, Guy, thanks, I guess. But today we're making my mother-in-law's pumpkin bars, so if you guys could just like take it easy, that'd be cool. If I had to guess, I'd say I've been eating these pumpkin bars for the better part of 20 years now. They're one of my favorite desserts. It's simply a pumpkin cake with a frosting on top. Really simple, but a fantastic dessert for this time of year. Let's start with the cake batter itself. So we've got a cup of avocado oil. We're gonna add 2 cups of sugar. So we'll throw that on the KitchenAid with the paddle attachment and whip this up. That's for about 1 minute until it just kind of starts to get incorporated and it's gonna look a little bit lighter in color. Next, we're gonna add in our eggs one at a time, all 4 of these. Then we're gonna alternate our dries and our wet, which in this case is flour, baking powder, soda, and pumpkin pie spice, as well as some pumpkin puree. We'll add 2 cups of all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, and pumpkin pie spice, and just give that a little mix so it's all incorporated. Now over medium speed, we'll drop these eggs in one at a time just until they get incorporated, and then you can add the next one. Now we're gonna take this down to a lower speed, and we'll drop in about half of our dries. Wait till those are fully incorporated, and then half of our pumpkin puree. Pumpkin's incorporated, so we'll add the rest of our dries now, a little bit at a time so it doesn't come flying out. Now that that's incorporated, the rest of our pumpkin puree. So we'll shut that down. We're just gonna give this a quick scrape around the edges. Mix it just a little bit longer, and then this is good to go. All right, I almost forgot, because I didn't scale this out. Shame on me. A half teaspoon of our Jacobsen kosher salt. We'll just mix that in by hand. Now we're gonna cook this in a sheet pan, but before we do, we'll hit it with a little bit of avocado spray to make sure we don't have any stickage. Everyone in the boat, flying first class to Flavortown, baby. Today we're cooking on the Yoder Smokers YS 640S pellet grill, running hickory pellets at 375 degrees. This is going on the top shelf. We'll set a timer for 20 minutes and then give it a spin. Now let's make some cream cheese frosting. We're gonna start with 6 tablespoons of butter and 8 ounces of cream cheese. Switching to the whisk attachment now, we're gonna start beating this cream cheese and the butter together, and then we'll slowly add in our powdered sugar. With that powdered sugar incorporated, now we can turn up the speed a little bit, incorporate some air. And then in place of vanilla today, we're gonna be using some bourbon, which is roughly the same alcohol content as vanilla extract, and it's gonna do the same thing, but this has a little extra spice to it, being that it's the bullet rye. Now we're gonna thin this out just a little bit with some whole milk. Now we've got this creamy, spreadable topping to go on top of those pumpkin bars. This is 20 minutes in right here. Obviously it's not done yet, so we're gonna give it a spin just to make sure it cooks evenly. I'll set a timer for 10, but I bet it's another 15 before it's done. 45 minutes in now, the toothpick's coming out clean, ready to take this off. So going right on top here. We'll just kind of spread this out so it's even all the way across. Edge to edge, end to end. One more topping and we are done, my friend. We've got some mini chocolate chips that are gonna go on top. Kind of break up the monotony of all that white icing on there. And of course, chocolate. Let's get a taste. That cake is moist. Super pumpkin-y. You get the pumpkin pie spice. You get the creaminess from the cream cheese. I mean, the cake itself is out of bounds, but then with the cream cheese topping, that's money. Hey, that's my line, Chef Tom. I gotta say, Mom's pumpkin bars are the real deal. Thanks, guy, and thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check Chef Tom. I got this. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoyed the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. And let's be good to one another. That's right. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to atbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.